first selection in the 2020 NHL Draft will be made by New York Rangers General Manager Jeff Gorton.
With the first pick in the 2020 NHL Draft, the New York Rangers are proud to select from the Rimouski Oceanic, Alexis Lafreniere.
And just like that, a teenager from Quebec is in a New York state of mind. And the Rangers nation is out of their minds with excitement and anticipation. Alexis Lafreniere is a New York Ranger, and he is the topic of conversation. The 20 on his sweater tonight represents the year of his draft. Chris Kreider's number is safe. We don't know what number Lafreniere will wear. It's all part of the intrigue of the number one overall selection. It's Alexis Lafreniere. As we welcome you in, and welcome to the NHL Draft Special here on MSG, presented by Mercedes-Benz. John Giannone, Steve Valiquette. Over the next hour, we're going to talk all about Lafreniere, the Rangers situation. We're also going to chat New Jersey Devils. They have 3 first-round picks at 7, 18, and 20. They're about to make their first of 3, and we have Erica Wachter and Bryce Salvador from the Devils broadcast here on MSG Networks. They'll be joining us in a moment. But Steve, obviously, the first of 31 very excited teenagers tonight is Alexis Lafreniere. The Brain Trust knew it was a no-brainer, and ultimately the pick was made.
Yeah, and you know, it was done for them a long time ago, and we've known for some time that he was going to be the pick, but what a lot of people don't know is how he plays his game, and he owns the game below the tops of the circles, and a lot of comparison has been drawn to Sidney Crosby with this player, not so much with the creativity, but really with the puck protection and the way that he controls the game, the way that he's afraid to never go inside and go inside hard, and this is a player that you can see his game translate. That's a goal that you can keep, and that's a lot of times what NHL scouts are looking for. Is he afraid, or is he comfortable to go to the corner? Is he afraid, or is he comfortable to get between the dots? Because that's where this player really has dominated the game, and his work ethic is something that I heard from scouts time and time again, and this is something that you get very excited about when you see a skilled hockey player that has the character, he's got the work ethic, he's going to continue to get better. He's already big, he's already got that big body and a big trunk on him. He's got those legs that really protect the puck. It's something that gets you excited because he's going to be ready to play in the NHL.
And continuing to grow, he turns 19 on Sunday, already up to 6'2", nearly 200 pounds. And these numbers really are like a cheat code in a video game. 327 points over 2 seasons with Rimouski. He was a 2-time MVP in the Quebec Major Junior and CHL. First player to do that since, you mentioned him, Sid the Kid. He is the consensus number 1 pick, a generational talent, and now he is a New York Ranger left winger for today and many years to come. Alexis Lafreniere is a New York Ranger, and the man who helped make the pick, joining us from the MSG Training Center, also known as Draft Central tonight, the president of the New York Rangers, John Davidson. JD, congratulations. We've spoken to you often over the last couple months, certainly since the ping pong ball bounced your way. Now that it is official, speak to the excitement that the organization feels for Alexis Lafreniere.
Well, John Valley, we are 10 out of 10 with excitement, to be dead honest with you. We're watching the draft as it moves here. We still have the 22nd pick. You know, these things just happen maybe once in a lifetime, it feels like. So for us to have one of those once in a lifetime types of picks, it's almost dramatic. It's exciting. We've had our eyes, of course, on Alexis the whole time, but to have it finally happen, you know, the good part for me, or the great part, or the wonderful part, was when he put the jersey on. When he put that jersey on, it just looked like it fit him. It was perfect. And he's a very mature young man for his age. He's kind of one of those guys you call a no-maintenance guy. You can just tell he's a pro already in a lot of ways, and he's waiting to get into and have talks with us to figure out what he's going to do the rest of this winter with his future. Of course, it's that time of in our lives where everything's upside down, so we'll get it figured out. But for the franchise, for everybody that works so hard, and for our fans, this is just a tremendously exciting time.
Congratulations, JD. Lafreniere has drawn a lot of comparison to Sidney Crosby. Is there anything in his game that reminds you of any current NHLers that you can share with the fans? Any elements in his game that remind you of anybody in particular?
I mean, he you know, Valley, he himself thinks about Rantanen that plays in Colorado. With Sid, you know what you see is with Sid, we're talking about a player that does everything really well, 200-foot player, and not full of what you'd call complete flash and dash, but really knows the way to get things done the right way. Very strong lower bodies, good with leverage because of that. Very high IQs as far as hockey goes. Very driven without question, and has, when you have skill and power at the same time, and you're going to be a 200-pounder, that's a pretty good package. And then I see at his age, for just the way he carries himself, it's a complete package. You know, we just we're going to do things the right way with him. We're going to develop him. We're going to work on all aspects of what you have to do to be a great pro. Our group is really excited about having the opportunity to work with him, and he's very excited about being a New York Ranger. I know we never said anything, we never announced anything. His agent, she was a little bit nervous as to whether he was going to be a Ranger or not, but now she's not nervous anymore. Things have worked out very well.
JD, you talked about so much uncertainty, not only in the hockey world, but the entire world, and just how different it was this year. When you invest what you guys will invest in a #1 overall pick, certainly you want to know what kind of a person you're getting. What was the challenge of getting to know Alexis Lafreniere away from the rink, and what have you discovered about this soon-to-be 19-year-old?
Yeah, we did more than one Zoom call with him. We did some that, you slowly got to know him a little bit. He talked a little bit more as the more we went along. But you knew how good he was as a player because of his international play in particular. For Canada with the World, he won it. He was the MVP. He came back from an injury. A lot of people didn't think he would. A lot of people, from what I understand, wanted to sit him out the rest of the tournament. He said, "No way, I'm playing," and he went out and made things happen. That's about his competitive spirit. And then there's a lot of people. Here's a small example: Lucien Deblois. The Rangers, real good man. I've talked to him a number of times. He lives in the Montreal area. He knows about this young man. He knows people who know him well. And Lucia had many good things to say about him. In fact, all the research we've done, I've never heard one negative thing about this young man. And again, when you dream about getting a first pick, that ping pong ball jumped up and almost didn't. Toronto almost got ahead of us, but then for some reason there was a quick trade and up it went. We've got that ping pong ball here at the training center, and it's something very special for us. And when that happened, we knew we had something that's special for us.
Thanks, guys.
But in all ways, I think we'll see a young man come here and become a Ranger, and he'll have a great. He'll know how to handle himself. He'll know how to play the game the right way. Sophisticated, smart Ranger hockey fans will have full understanding of how good he can play at both ends of the ice. He may not step on the ice and be a superstar right out of the chute, but he's going to be a terrific player. These things take time. I keep saying that. But he's a part of our package that we're growing with. And for our Ranger fans, when we get back to sense of normalcy, for the Ranger fans to come down and watch this young man play and then get better, and then get better, and then get better, and then become great. That's what is so special about this young player, and so special for our fans to be a part of.
JD, the excitement in your voice is infectious. Your words are infectious, and I know the Ranger fans are feeling that as well tonight. Congratulations on the pick, and we really all look forward to seeing you and everybody else on the ice and around the rink real soon. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We really do appreciate it, John and Valley. This is a special night for us. Thanks.
Thanks, JD.